Did you know that?
Until this point, I'm not a rock star. I'm a basement musician.
Okay, let's forget the word rock star.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just put that aside for a second.
Well, yeah, but
you are an entertainer.
I'm gonna go ahead and scratch that out. Rock star.
You are an entertainer. That's what if you had a desire in this world, it would be to entertain people with your music from the beginning of your show to the end. That's what you want, right? You would want somebody to put on headphones and listen to your album and be entertained.
That's more important.
Okay, live, whatever.
Right.
We don't need to argue about semantics. I mean, you want to create an attraction. That's all you want to do. Whether it's through your music, whether it's through your intra-song banter, whether it's through sacrificing a cow on stage, you want to create a compelling audio and visual both. You want to create, because look, you got 2 cameras on you right now, man. This is part of what it takes to be a musician now, is to be visual.
The industry has dramatically changed. I mean, when I think about where I started to where I am now, what I have access to now versus what I had access to then, it's not even remotely close. If I have the ability to go in my studio, in my house, in the space that I rent or whatever it is, and I can press record and get the same quality that I paid $150,000 for years ago, what am I doing? What are we doing? What are you doing? If you're serious about music and you can release a song in Japan in 2 days, why is your music not over there? Why are you not exposing yourself to the rest of the world? You can't say you don't know how. We're in the information age. Go on the internet, Google it, figure it out. There's no excuse. We should be making better music. We should be reaching more people. We should be making more money, and we should be making a greater impact. And if we're not, something's wrong. We're making an excuse somewhere. So I'm done making excuses. I hope you are too.
He wanted me to meet him at the Arby's right close to here, and I told him I was too busy. But now he's called a cab to come and drop me some money for studio time. But the cab company didn't want to show up. So now he's called them back, but he wants to make sure that I'm here, of course. He didn't want me to know his name, but I had to get it up.
Voicemail box of
Tunisia, okay. Hi, this is Perry with Taylor Sound, calling for easy money. Are we gonna do this or what?
Yeah.
There's no privacy around here, man.
I need my, what's the name? I need my receipt.
So what's your philosophy on business?
My philosophy on business. Get money and man.
What's that?
Get money and man, that's my philosophy. But I mean that in a metaphorical sense though, But I don't really want to break all that down.
You always want a receipt from me. Is that because you write off your taxes, or is that because you just trust me?
I'm just a smart man. But
I
I just got out of jail though.
You did?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
That's why I ain't talked to you. That I was supposed to come in and record that weekend.
What were you in jail for?
Warrants.
Warrants for what?
We just not gonna speak on this, It's still very, sensitive thing. But I'm just happy right now. That's why I brought that up. I don't really like to talk about that. I just, I'm happy right now. We've been free man for like 2 days now, and
it's good to
get
out of
life,
jail.
It's a good feeling. It's uplifting. I've been reading all these books and shit, It's one thing to read something, it's another thing to understand it.
You're probably gonna pick Kennedy.
But only
you don't know.
Well, I would if I had a choice. Yeah.
So Christian and Carter, you saw them last week. They created a song and a video in 24 hours, which is the format of the show now.
We're still spinning like we used to. Might not ever get used to. Yeah.
However, when we started this, when we did the auditions, we hadn't formulated the formula altogether at that point. And I wanted to give them advice. I wanted to mentor them.
It's a whole different generation. You know, we did things a lot different back in the 70s, 80s, 90s. I've never met anybody this focused, and I've met some pretty great people.
Do I talk like to the camera? Sitting in the corner of your room. Hey, I'm Kennedy. I'm 16 years old. I'm a singer-songwriter from Spicer, Minnesota, and I love music. I've loved it since I was little. It's everything I do. I don't know. Like that was...
Kennedy looks like, when you first meet her, like a little angel, you know. And as a matter of fact, her mother, on the very, very first meeting, said, "I don't know how Kennedy writes these songs about love. She's never had a boyfriend. Have you, Kennedy?" You know, her mother said that to her. "She's never been in love. Have you, Kennedy?" And so even the mother doesn't really know what's going on inside.
I will do myself a new head. Right before the chorus. It doesn't have to be super like on the stops, like it doesn't have to be like tss, tss, like I'm not saying like it doesn't have to be super clean cut, because like the whole thing I want to sound like edgy.
You know, but the main thing is it's going to have some sounds, and I found this guy that is real good with the electronic part of it. So.
I mean, as far as the song goes, I would like it to be darker and just different from anything that's, I mean, on the radio as of right now. I want it to be like quarter note pulses, not rolls, just pulses, and then dun 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 dun.
But yet the kick
maybe
drum's
even like
still doing
two.
ones and twos, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is all toms. Kick drum's gonna stay the same.
Yeah, kick drum stays the same.
And then the snare's gonna be on the 4 every time too, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like from when he was playing.
My shoes have stormtroopers on them. There you go, dude. Why not?
So Toomey is an employee of mine. He's a recent graduate of MMI. He's very talented. He's very creative. But we have some friction to work out. And I think he, having the cameras on him, he wanted to show the world that he was a good producer, which he is. He could be a good producer on his own. But I needed to keep the chain of command in line so that we didn't have this too many cooks in the kitchen type thing going on. Toomey can get like a distorted,
that
compressed
distortion
sound.
drums, yeah. Matter of fact, he's got the ability to change any drum to anything that we wanted, you know. So.
So I'm confused. So I want you to look at my patching so you know I'm not up. So,
I don't,
10?
dude, you're supposed to tell me that I'm up. You're the engineer, man.
Well, I'm just trying to make sure your patching's not up or anything
well,
like
then
that.
you should get under there and figure it out.
Well,
I'm serious. This
I
is
don't know.
Toomey.
I didn't work on the patching, dude.
I know,
okay?
but you have to be completely
100%
familiar with this.
You should tell me beforehand if you think something's up, than to have me come in here and then all these problems happen.
I don't know.
So
I don't know. I don't
is
work
this
in
correct? Here. Is this correct, Barry? Not trying to argue. 10 to 0031. Is that correct for input 1 and 2?
Yes.
Then why is it not working?
I don't know. You got if we
go
have
play.
To go, you got to go
Can you
trace
play
the chords. That's what I would have to
play
do.
for me.
If
That's
I
what
wanted
I've
to
been
figure
doing.
it out.
Wait, you cannot shoot this right now because I'm like drinking Starbucks on my phone. Like that's not happening.
She's got her definite ideas about what the fills, and she can play drums.
Okay.
So she's going to show you.
Show a little bit. Huge fills, and then like like the last one, there's even like an extra measure in there where you can even go even crazier and have like even a longer fill. But like,
You want more snare work in the verses? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, like it could even be like kind of like a march almost.
Okay.
And then like sometimes like since you've only heard it like one time, you don't know like when it comes in, so then you just yeah. But so I think just listening to it'll help get better fills. Those fills, but I'm doing good.
We'll try it again.
Plays like any other ball in your bag. Welcome to Night Sports USA. We are the industry leader in the development of the new motion-activated LED golf ball. We have designed this ball specifically to let the player complete his scorecard no matter what the lighting conditions are on the course. Now start earlier in the morning and play later into the evening. This new LED ball, upon impact from a club head, lights up brightly for 8 minutes. It has an internal battery of 40 hours, and we're now introducing the new re-trigger design. Upon each impact from that club head, it resets the 8-minute cycle time, virtually allowing the player to have a bright LED golf ball through his entire round of golf.
Oh, that's the funnest thing to do, man. Watching those things tear out of here.
Here at MMI, we have 4 Westlake rooms, which are the best of the best. I mean, we were able to acquire these studios that used to house people like Beyonce, Michael, and Janet Jackson are now classrooms for our students. So it's unbelievable to have, 60, 70 students who are all have one common goal, and that is to make and create and be a part of the music business.
I'm Drew Cohen, and we're building the Mirko Music Academy, a state-of-the-art performance and individual lesson music school in St. Louis Park. Mirko Music's a culmination of many people's passion and love for music. Come learn from real rock stars like Todd Trainer, Jason Bladiger, and Christian Murphy. Doors open August 1st, so sign up now at our website, www.mirkomusic.com. Mirko Music Academy, where we hear you.
Moto Yoga Minneapolis is founded on 7 philosophical pillars. The one we want to highlight here is be accessible. This practice is for everyone. It's for you. So come join us in sweating. Join us in healing. Join us in growing. Calm mind, fit body, inspired life.
Here at Group City Guitars, we're a guitar shop. We believe in guitars, we live, breathe guitars.
You might not see any sheet music, you might not see any trombones.
Other stuff like that, we're not that kind of store. We're all about guitars.
What you'll find is awesome guitar gear, amps, bass gear and amps, effect pedals, and other accessories.
If you're in the Twin Cities area and you're a guitar player and you want to talk guitars, Group City Guitars is the place to come to.
You're not judged by what you were or what you will be. You're judged by what you are right now,
I'm just doing my job, okay?
You're just doing your job?
I'm just doing my job. Okay, Marky Mark.
Just doing my job. So if there you wanted to just keep doing bass on the quarter notes, 2, 3, okay. And then that'll be do yourself. You should end the fill on do yourself.
Similar to what happened with Toomey and myself, sort of happened with the Kennedy sessions. I was a little bit on the periphery of that whole situation. But from what I understand, she basically came in and ruled the roost.
It seems that this artist is able to do things in one take. She can lay down harmonies and double these harmonies, so she's focused, more focused than a lot of the older artists I've seen.
She was telling me what to do, how to play the drums. She was basically telling Kenny how she wanted it produced. She was telling Tim how she wanted it to be mixed. It only took about 6 or 8 hours to do the song. But leading up to that process, Kenny had brought in a few different people to offer advice and do different tracks and different vibes and different takes. And basically it ended up that Kennedy pretty much dictated how the song went down altogether.
Kangaroos and the wallabies. Gotta restart everything, those accents are so good. Shattered glass all over the floor. I think there's something up with the piano track there. Somehow I managed to make my way out your door.
That's just that's not my style of music. I don't really know those roles and stuff.
No.
I would never have put that particular part in a song ever. Being as old as I am and being in the business for so long, taking direction from a 16-year-old girl is
challenging.
It's challenging.
It's really
it's an
challenging.
ego challenge.
But in this business,
But they're the new music.
That's right.
What we like is gone.
It's gone. Yes. Yep.
Rock is dead.
Yeah, it is.
This is what's new. So
Yeah.
we have to embrace that too. So it's challenging us. Probably more challenging to us than it is to her.
It is to her. I bet it is, because she hears things way different than we would normally hear them. You know, and I think as we move forward with this, we're going to run into this even more.
Yeah. If I had the balls of her if I had her balls when I was 16, I would be much further along in my life.
We'd be rock stars.
We'd be rock stars.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, really, for her to come in and tell me, a studio veteran, what to play and what she wants, and just be out there and just go for it is, amazing. Yeah.
Well, we'll see how she's doing on this piano track now, and see if I'm right, and see if she didn't nail it in one take. I think it's going to appeal to everybody, to all ages. Yeah, sure, it's going to appeal to the younger people like she is, and I think it's going to be a pretty successful project. I'm surprised. I'm very, very pleasantly surprised at how it's come out.
It's like the feeling of being really just like hurt, and then but like an alone sadness that you just like overcome in a way, but like you're still battling with it. And so I just kind of put myself back into those feelings, and it was almost like acting, but acting as myself from like that day when I wrote the song, or that night when I wrote the song, and it was just kind of like replacing myself back into the position that I like originally felt. It was really hard for me to like continue going to school while these threats were being made and nothing was being done. It was really difficult, and so like I go to school at Purpich, and it's just a very happy place, and so other people like were talking to administration and were like bothered by it, and I never like went to administration because I just don't like to partake in that type of stuff, that negativity, and she ended up giving death threats to me, saying that she wanted like my throat sliced and like that she wanted me beaten to death, and just like these crazy, just like brutal, ridiculous things that are just heavy, like they're just heavy on yourself, and I had to go to police, I had to like talk to, we tried to, like it was just crazy, it was just such a crazy experience, and we tried like, I tried almost everything, like all I wanted was like our friendship to stay the same, and it was still just like really difficult to see like her just be like, oh, I don't want anything to do with you anymore, and it was like.
Did you think you were lying about the threats, or why would she
No, the threats were sent to her.
Oh, the threats were sent to her because of what you said to your friend.
Mm-hmm. And she just, when I confronted her, I was like, what caused all this? And she was just like, oh, you just annoy me. And it was just like really difficult and like really hurtful. And I'm someone who feels like relationships mean everything to me, like my friendships. And so it was just such a reality check. It was just like such a slap in the face.
There is a dark side there. There always is a dark side. And Kennedy approached that in this particular song and in this video. It was what she wanted to do. It's what she was, At least she was for the minute until the song and video were over, and she returned back to being the sweet little Kennedy that we know and love.
The process that's actually supposed to take place is you create music from inside. It comes from your experiences. It comes from God. It comes from who you are. And then you vent. Then you let it out. Then the world sees it. And the world says, I feel like that too. He's singing my song. He's rapping what I experienced yesterday. The problem with mainstream media is that it has projected this concept that is backwards. The real artists have to make a conscious decision and say, either I'm going to be me or I'm going to be what they want.
All right, music.
I'm Drew Cohen, and we're building the Mirko Music Academy, a state-of-the-art performance and individual lesson music school in St. Louis Park. Mirko Music's a culmination of many people's passion and love for music. Come learn from real rock stars like Todd Traynor, Jason Vladiger, and Christian Murphy. Doors open August 1st, so sign up now at our website, www.mirkomusic.com. Mirko Music Academy, where we hear you.
Here at MMI, we have 4 Westlake rooms, which are the best of the best. I mean, we were able to acquire these studios that used to house people like Beyonce, Michael, and Janet Jackson are now classrooms for our students. So it's unbelievable to have, 60, 70 students who are all have one common goal, and that is to make and create and be a part of the music business.
Moto Yoga Minneapolis is founded on 7 philosophical pillars. The one we want to highlight here is be accessible. This practice is for everyone. It's for you. So come join us in sweating. Join us in healing. Join us in growing. Calm mind, fit body, inspired life.
Here at Group City Guitars, we're a guitar shop. We believe in guitars, we live, breathe guitars.
You might not see any sheet music, you might not see any trombones.
Other stuff like that, we're not that kind of store. We're all about guitars.
What you'll find is awesome guitar gear, amps, bass gear and amps, effect pedals and other accessories.
If you're in the Twin Cities area and you're a guitar player and you want to talk guitars, Group City Guitars is the place to come to.
And I will deal myself a new hand. I will go all in, and I will teach myself to love again. And I don't care how many chips you have or the tricks up your sleeve. I'm done playing your game. 'Cause 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 took my keys and scratched my name into your car door, picking myself up off the ground. No, nothing new, you were never around. But I didn't need no money, didn't need no cars. All I wanted was someone to heal these scars. I will deal myself a new hand. I will go all in, and I will teach myself to love again. And I don't care how many chips you have or the tricks up your sleeve. I'm done playing your game. Well, you can use your flash and use your race. That don't mean that you got your mind straight. And you can blow all your money, gamble away, baby. And you can use your flash and use your race. That don't mean that you got your mind straight. And you can blow all your money, gamble away, baby. And I will do myself a new thing. I will go all in, and I will teach myself to love again. Playing, and I don't care how many chips you have or the tricks up your sleeve. I'm done playing your game. Ooh, I'm done playing your game.
Hey, I'm Perry. This is my American studio.
Can you hear me?
That's what's up.
If this is a good point, I might use the restroom before we go back to tape, but is it not? Should we just keep it going? It might get me loosened up.
Yeah.